mic. There we go. We should be live now. Welcome, everybody. Sorry for a little bit of a fuzzy output from the looks of it. Welcome to Real Estate for Real People. I'm Kimberly Adams Mann.
And I'm Russell Mann.
And we are here to help give you some information. We're from Shore West Realtors, and TAMThomes.com is our personal website. And we just got some really great information for those of you that tune in every week. You can check out what we do, but we have a pretty much a set schedule that we do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on. Our first thing, as those of you that have come back and know who we are and know what we do, our first thing is we're going to talk about what is happening this week in real estate news. We had some interesting things, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. So here we go. Here's the first one. IBM sues Zillow over patent infringement.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you think of that, Russ?
Yeah, it's not just Zillow, is it? It's
Well, but let's talk about the Zillow part. That's kind of interesting because IBM, okay, huge corporation. Whether you realize it or not, they hold patents on so many baseline computer technologies because they were kind of like the first in the industry.
Yeah.
And even though you don't hear about them too much anymore, they still hold a lot of the rights to a lot of the stuff that is on it. And they have actually contacted Zillow for a couple of years now, actually.
Yeah, on multiple occasions. They've been contacting Zillow with regards to the copyright infringement.
A patent infringement.
Yeah,
not copyright.
Of their algorithms.
It's their algorithm software. That's what the problem is that it's the algorithm software that determines. It is kind of, though, extremely, it is necessary to Zillow's survival.
Yeah.
If they don't have it, they can be shut down.
Well, so much so that Zillow have actually put, when staff have gone about leaving to go to other companies, they've actually taken them to court so that they can't pass on the details.
Yeah, exactly. Zillow is very serious about the algorithms on their end because they've taken some of their ex-employees to court before. It actually, the two that we know about that happened this summer, it kind of went flat. It didn't go anywhere because they had absolutely no evidence. But Zillow is so paranoid about it, it makes you wonder.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing about it that really makes you wonder. I want to go back to that slide here. All right. Look at the bottom part there. In April, IBM also sued Expedia, which coincidentally was also founded by Zillow co-founder and CEO Rich Barton. What a coincidence. So essentially, Rich Barton essentially is what IBM's saying. IBM is saying, Rich Barton, get your hands out of our pie, pretty much, right? Stop doing it for Expedia, stop doing it for Zillow, stop building your businesses off of our backbone. So watch out, Rich. But anyway, Zillow does say that there's nothing to this. It's a baseless suit. That's why they've been ignoring everything that IBM. But I will tell you, IBM has a history of when they actually file suit against a company, they have a tendency to win because they don't file frivolous suits.
Yeah.
They're pretty strong and they're pretty definite about what they know. So this is definitely a news article to keep your eye on, folks. All right? So what's the next thing? So IBM suing Zillow. Two big entities. That should be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's a 203-page. I will put a link into after the live broadcast when I put in all the links. I will put in the link to that article. So if you want to see the actual filing or read the whole article, you can for yourself. But here's the next bit of real estate news for this week.
Yeah, we've been saying recently about the cuts. The Fed.
Because in August they cut it by 0.25%. It was the first time since 2008 they'd done that.
And then we said again, last week we were saying about, possibly zero and negative interest rates.
That was
hasn't come down that much.
That was Trump that was wanting that to happen, and it didn't. I mean, it didn't even come close to that. But it is interesting that they cut this again.
Yeah.
So what's really interesting about that is if you look at our slide here, it says they hadn't cut them since 2008, and now this is the second time in 2 months that the Fed has cut its rate, and both times by 0.25%. That's a huge amount. So if anybody out there is looking to refinance your home, this is the time to be refinancing. Interest rates are at a really low. I mean, really low. And because the Fed keeps cutting the rates, that allows the lenders to give you a lower rate, which is awesome and amazing.
Yes.
So take advantage of it. If you've considered refinancing your home recently, this is the time to do it. If you haven't done that in 2 to 3 years, we're not suggesting people refinance their home to take money out for non-essentials. We really don't encourage people to refinance their homes just to fix it up for pretty. But if you want to take money out to do something important like a roof, or something that's going to actually add a lot of value, you need a new furnace, so you refinance the home to take care of the furnace, that might be something to consider and to take care of. So.
And your payments will be cheaper.
Yeah, and right now is a great time. So if you want to pull some money out and have cheap, maybe the same payment you have, but be able to pull some of that equity out, great time with interest rates being as low as they are.
Certainly is.
So, yay. So, moving on now. Our next section is, Russ is trying to do a drum roll. It didn't. Okay, it kind of works. All right, new on the market. New on the market. So what have we got in the Kenosha Racine area that is new on the market?
Okay, so in the 75 to 150 mark, we have 4517 18th Avenue in Kenosha.
All right.
It's a 3-bed, 1.5 bath.
No garage though.
No garage. It does have off-street parking.
Yeah, but it has no garage. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
It is, I mean, in Wisconsin winters. But, I mean, it's not super expensive. It is Kenosha. It's in a nice, mid-central area. It's an okay area of town as far as what people enjoy. Taxes are amazing. They're below $2,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So good taxes. It's aluminium steel siding.
Or aluminum, as us Americans say. I can't get them to stop saying aluminium. Anyway, aluminum siding.
It's radiant heat, and it's on the market for $139,900.
$139,900. That's actually a really good price for a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Let's
take a look at some of the pictures here. Yep. Here we go. Now, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Is this blue or purple? Now, I will say on this slide right here, it does look blue. But for some reason, when we printed up in the office, to me, that looked purple. But you gotta like bright colors if you want this house, because it's blue all the way around. But here's the inside. Let's see. Well, maybe here's the inside. There we go. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, look at that kitchen.
Now, the only thing I see in this that I would not want, and some people, I've had some of my buyers object to this, is that fact that there is a half bath right off the kitchen. Some people don't really like the whole idea of a half bath right off the kitchen like that. That's just the idea of smells, mixing, etc. What do you think? What's your opinion, Russ? Do you care?
No, if I had the choice, no, I'd probably move the door, put it maybe coming out the other side.
And it's possible there is a door, because I see a doorway right here. So maybe there's another door here.
Yeah.
And you can just keep that one shut.
Maybe that's a closet.
That's true, but I think I'd still rather walk through and lose the closet than have to walk it from my kitchen bathroom. It's just having that separation is a little bit nice, I think. But it is beautiful. Great little chandelier. Nice island. Some extra cabinetry there. Ooh, what's this? This is a living room?
The living room, yeah.
Oh, that is big. You can see the radiant heat right there. There's the radiators.
They've all been painted as well, which is nice. They've all been updated, to match the flooring and the decor. But nice clean lines. It looks really good for that price. It's. I mean, that living room was 12 by 13, so not bad size.
No, that isn't bad at all. So we're having a bit of streaming issues here in some ways. I mean, actually, we're being told that our stream health is just fine, but for some reason, everything's just spinning on our side. So if you are here and in the chat, please, wave your hand, say hi. We'd love to greet you and say hi to you. We can say hi to you, but we'd love to say hi to you specifically. I do want to welcome, I don't know if he's on this one because we can't always see that, but we do want to give a shout out to our newest subscriber, if I can remember his name. J-Ray, I believe was his name. We have a brand new subscriber today, though.
Really?
Yes.
Hi,
Yeah.
J Ray.
All the way from Boston. Friend of ours. Who's been on here. So, yeah, so we've got some great stuff. I think it was J Ray. I know it was J something. Sorry if I got the last part wrong. But here we go. Let's move on to the next house, which is our 150 to 250K. And Russ, what have we got there?
We've got a gem. This one is really, really nice. It's 1416 North Green Bay Road. This one comes to us courtesy of First Weather, and it is a 3-bedroom with a four-season room, and it is on the market for $199,900.
So 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage for just under $200,000.
Yeah.
This would fit really well for one of our customers, except for that it is it's an upper lower, and they need everything on the main.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it'd be great for one of our customers.
This does have one of the bedrooms on the main. But,
Oh, look at that! That's a really nice looking Tudor style, almost like that old German. Tudor.
Reminds me of home, because where I come from, Pitsea, they have a lot of Tudor style homes there.
Cute little deck off the front there, like little porch area.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah, nice arched doorway into the main.
What's the acreage on this? It looks kind of spacious on this picture.
Over half an acre, so it's 0.54
over half an acre for $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good price.
It's a really good buy, and the living room is 20 by 13.
Oh, look at
But
this!
look at the detail in there. You know, is all the woodwork around the windows,
all the built-ins over here.
all the arches.
So cool! Very classic home. This one.
Nice
Very classic, but it
floors.
looks like it's in good
You've got the real
shape.
live fireplace there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
That's what I really loved about this property when I saw it. Is really got some style.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
look at that! Okay, so what I'm having here is that looks like the closet there with the.
It could be, but they've actually got it as a workout room.
Oh, okay. So they've got it as a workout room, but look at that arch and that door.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, if you had to replace that, that'd be a custom door. That is just really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be a walk-in closet.
Oh yeah, I know.
Not big on the
shoe
exercise
racks
equipment.
on the side.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. He talks really big. I don't have that many shoes for most women. I don't have a lot more than him, and considering that I'm a girl, that's not so unusual. The average woman, I saw something this week, the average woman has 50 pairs of shoes. I don't have even close to 50 pairs of shoes, do I, Russ?
Neither do I.
Russ, do I have close to 50 pairs of shoes?
I don't know.
Oh, I maybe have 20 at max. And that
To
includes
be
my
fair,
boots.
she does wear a lot of sandals.
I do. Lots of different types.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so moving on our next one. Our next thing up is 250 to 350.
The 250 to 350 is 9009 Meadow Park Lane in Franksville.
Nice.
So this one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom with a 2-car garage, attached garage, and it is on a third of an acre, 0.35 of an acre, and this one is on the market at $299,900.
$299,900, okay.
Yeah.
All right, and here we go. There we go.
So it's a nice ranch-style home, and you can see the lawns have been immaculately kept. Nice gardens out the front.
That is really nice curb appeal. What's the acreage on this one? It's got to be at least 0.2, isn't it?
No, 0.35.
Oh, 0.35. I'm sorry, I missed that. I got a text. Sorry, folks. All right.
So you've missed a picture, haven't you?
No, I haven't. This is the backyard. No, I haven't.
Okay. So the back garden, I like this because it reminds me of an old English garden.
It does a little bit, except for it's not fenced in as much. I mean, it's fenced in, but it's not fenced in. It's not fenced in as tightly as other ones are. But I have not missed a picture because you're referring to that one.
This one, yeah, I'd actually put them in the other way around, so in the middle. But yeah, look at this basement. I know it looks busy, but there is something there for everyone. There's card tables, pool tables, scuffleboard. There's seating to, you know, watch
TV over
TV.
There's a desk to work
Yeah,
here.
there's a bar there. It's just, there's something for everybody to do in that rec room.
In that basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There absolutely is. That's quite the basement there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was the price on that one?
That one was $299.9.
Okay, so $299. So between $250 and $300. And it does have 2-car attached garage, so
Yep.
that's nice. About 1,600 square feet above grade, and then 600 below grade in that great finished space. So
Yeah, I mean that rec room is 23 by 13,
that's
so it's a
size.
really good size. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's 31 by 26.
Oh, 31 by 26. Sorry,
It's even bigger.
I was doing the
He was
living room
looking. He
then.
was looking at the living room, which is also huge.
Yeah.
23 by 13 for the living room, and then that rec room for 31 by 26.
Uh-huh.
That's really big.
Yeah.
Spans the entire house. All right, that's really nice. And let's move on to the next section. Now, I got to pick these because this was part of I got to pick this next one. This is 6428 Horseshoe Lane in Racine. And this one,
4 beds.
yeah, I know. Very nice.
4 beds, 2.5 baths, with a 3-car garage.
Yeah, really good price for this particular property.
Mm-hmm.
Where this is, the location, awesome. And you know what the best part is, Russ?
What?
It's listed by Shore West.
Woohoo!
We love that.
Yeah.
And this particular agent, we actually really like working with her. So if you have any interest in this, give us a call. She is a great agent that we do business with very well. There's a lot of mutual respect. We do open houses for her sometimes, and yeah. And we've had transactions with her before as well, and they've always gone really smoothly.
I was talking to some people at the open houses today, and they were saying, you know, do you hold open houses for other agents? And a lot of other companies don't do that, but we do at Shore West. We are
a team.
Yeah. We'll hold other agents' open houses. So if we've sold ours, or you can't hold the same house open every week. And also agents have different clientele. So, if they're going to advertise it, you want somebody else to do it for you.
Because I can advertise it to all of you guys, and then another agent can advertise it to their
sphere.
To everybody that they know. So that's great. But we love this particular house too. 6428 Horseshoe Lane, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3-car garage. And I'm going to show you. Let me move up here so I can show you some of the pictures.
You choose this one?
Well, you might want to wait and see. But first of all, it's got a great brick exterior. So that's always nice. Really solid brick exterior. It's a huge ranch style home. It's 2,254 square feet above ground. Less than 20 years old.
On over half an acre.
Over half an acre. Yep. And it is just a really nice house.
Oh.
Okay, so we've got a nice classic fireplace and a great big... I actually struggled to decide which pictures I wanted to show of this particular house, because
I know, doesn't that get tough sometimes?
Sometimes it gets tough.
Yeah.
It's sometimes not tough to pick which houses we want to show you guys, but it can be tough to pick which pictures we want to show you. So this was
a nice kitchen.
Yeah, this is not as big. I mean, it's actually bigger than that behind. But what I loved about this shot for the kitchen was you could really see how many cabinets there were. Some of the other shots of the kitchen didn't show off all the cabinetry. This was the best shot for showing off the cabinetry. So, I mean, look at the uppers. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 upper cabinets. And that doesn't even count the fact you've got this great island here with additional cabinets here. And of course, your other lowers. You've got stainless steel dishwasher here. You've got stainless steel stove, stainless steel fronted refrigerator. Just really nice. Side by side. I actually prefer side by sides to French doors. Some people really love the French door. I love a great side by side. So that's just my opinion. So over 500K though. Here's our next one.
Here's the last one for today.
I will say, between these, it was a little bit hard to pick. So, it was JK. That's who it was, JK. was our new subscriber.
Uh-huh.
Right there. And hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
And we're going to say a quick welcome to you. So, getting back to on track though, this one is over 500,000. It's a little bit over 500,000. I mean, like quite a bit.
Okay, so this one will show you what it's like to live by the lake.
So here's the reason I chose this one, because I also got to pick this one as well. My reason for this particular one is because, first of all, I will tell you, there were only 3 or 4 to pick from. 2 of them were not really options. One of them was by an agent who, although it was a nice looking house, it had that photography that made it all look like a cartoon and made it all look fake. And I wasn't really sure what was real and what wasn't in the pictures. And I always hate that, even though if it's all real, great. But there is this HDR photography out there that really makes stuff look like it's all plastic or like it's not even at all real. And you're never quite sure if the curtain rods are real or is it some sort of staging or what it was. And to be honest, that agent also, I wasn't a real, like, that particular agent, not a nice person to work with for us. So I went with somebody that we do like to work with. And this particular house is 6651 Charles Street. And it has 5 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and 2 half bathrooms. It also has a 5-car attached garage.
Wow.
All 5 cars attached. And
a den office.
And
a loft.
And it's right on Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
So you've got that huge, does it actually say how much frontage there is? It says a lot of times how much frontage is down here on the bottom. We're going to take a look at this really quick. I can't remember. Oh, 400 feet of private beachfront.
Yeah.
Whew.
Most of them have around 100 feet, but this one's got 400 feet.
I mean, 100 feet of frontage on a lake is great. It's
great,
plenty of room for a pier, for a boat, to have a little bit of a swimming space as well. But 400 feet of private beachfront. I mean, that's amazing. Now, having said that, now the taxes are not bad for Lake Michigan frontage. Let's start with that. It is in Caledonia, so the taxes are not as bad as others. But it is $16,000 just in taxes. However, the property value is $1.149 million. So $1,149,000.
So if you've won the lottery, this house could be yours.
Or you could buy it for us. No, actually, I don't even want to own a house this big. I don't want to have to clean it. But it is a great house, and let's show you some of the reasons why this is a great house. So you can see there's 3 doors for that 5-car attached garage, and you've got a turret here. This was the best front exterior picture because it shows this sweeping driveway that curves around towards those garages, and it has a beautiful sweeping area out here too. But
look at that for a kitchen.
Isn't that an awesome kitchen? I mean, and it's what's amazing is that it's like it has an island and then another island.
Yeah.
But this is cool because this island right here is right across from the stove that's built in. So if you're cooking dinner or whatever, your friends can be sitting here having a cocktail with you.
Yeah.
You know, glass of wine, having a cocktail. I love the built-in vent over top, one of these seamless vents that you just, I'm sure it's just a push the button and it sucks it all up kind of a thing, right over top of there. But it's also beautiful crown molding up at the top around what basically is just there for a vent and for, you know, lights.
Some lights,
yeah, some lights and some vents, but it's got beautiful features, beautiful details to it. Absolutely gorgeous granite countertop. This window actually does look out onto the lake in that area, but right at that angle, all you're seeing is the bushes on the side, but it does actually look out onto the lake over there. And there's the master bathroom.
A nice soaking tub.
Absolutely. Love that soaking tub.
And a big shower.
Absolutely. Huge shower. It's like a double seat. Like 2 people could sit down in there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Side by side. Not that you know, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but anyway.
Well, you might want to turn it into a steam room.
That's true. You could kind of steam it a bit.
Yeah.
You could get a bit more steam. It's not sealed at the top though, so
you'd have to seal it.
Beautiful glass surround. This is what I'd like to add to our bathroom when we redo it, hopefully in another year or two here. But just beautiful glass surround, and then there is that lakefront view.
Mm-hmm.
Can't miss that. Cannot.
Looks gorgeous when it's all blue and turquoise.
And the other thing, the pictures I don't have here, this pergola down here, this this actually right down here, this patio, there's a walkout portion of the basement with big double doors and all finished down there. If you guys want to see this property, if this is something that you would like to purchase and consider, absolutely let us know, because we'd love to take you through it. It's an absolutely gorgeous piece of property. So
yeah,
hard to get away from that. But our next section here is our open house recap. So Russ, what do we want to talk about our open house? I'm going to let you go first with your first one.
So my open house, my
two.
first one was at 1201 North Emmertsen Road, or Emmertsen North Road, whichever way you want to put it, because some do it one way and some do it the other.
Yep.
So I had some nice people come through that open house. Now, it may not have been for those, but I had quite a few. I had 5 groups that came through, so that was good.
So I think what's really important for people to understand about open houses is that we do open houses every week that we can. Every week we sign up to do.
Even if we haven't got our own listings to hold them open.
Like we've sold our own listings.
Other agents.
Every single listing that we have in the Racine area has been sold at this point, or is in the process of selling.
Yes.
So first of all, we need more listings, but we also then pick up open houses from other agents.
Yeah.
And so if we can't hold one of ours, we're going to hold it from someone else. And these 3 that we did today actually were all for one agent in our office. She got a whole bunch of them recently. Yeah. And so we were holding them open for her. And she had a relo buyer come in out of town this week, so she couldn't do her open houses anyway. And that was turned out to be good.
Yeah.
So 1201 North Emmertsen Road, you had 5 groups through it?
5 groups, yeah.
Nice, that's good. What's the best thing about North Emmertsen Road, do you think?
Well, it's all new. They've put new granite in, so it's all new kitchen, new bathrooms, lovely bathroom upstairs. So you've got 1 bedroom on the main floor, and then you have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs. And you've got the living room and kitchen all open plan, and then you've got a family room off to the side and at the rear of the property, which opens out onto a lovely deck that's, you know, it's not overlooked or anything. It's
got lots of space
secluded
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really secluded at the back on the back deck. It's between the house.
Well, I asked for one thing you liked about it. I didn't ask for everything you liked about it.
I like quite a bit about it.
Obviously, you did like 1201 North Emmertsen Road then. All right, so the next one is 1934 Mars Avenue, and this is in Racine. This is on the north side.
This was your one. You held this one open.
This was my open house. We had 2 groups come through. It was pretty rainy. I don't know, was it raining over at Emmertsen?
It was right towards the end.
Okay, so Russ and I held ours open at the same time. Mine was from 12 to 2, and his was from 12 to 2. But I will say that probably from about 12:30 on, I had solid downpour rain until about 1:30. So I did have 2 groups come through between 12 and 12:30, but I think the dampness might have kept people away from my section of town anyway. So I take it you didn't have that much rain over by you as much as I did.
I had some, but it was
no, this was a downpour.
Quick. It was a downpour.
This was a big downpour, and it lasted for almost an hour. So even knocked over a couple of my signs, as it turns out.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it was a pretty good size. Yeah, it was definitely a pretty good size. But we had 2 groups come through. One of them was just a neighbor, and we love having neighbors come to open houses because then they get an idea of what the prices are in their neighborhood, which is awesome. Yeah. And then the other group that came through was looking for something for their son, who is contemplating going into purchasing a home for himself. Cool. Because he's renting right now. So the last one, Russ, now this was a little bit of an interesting one. 2020 Deane Blvd. Why don't you tell us about that one?
So I went over to another property that only went live the other day, so there was no pictures out there to put up. It's still, I didn't realise when I got there that it still had some things left to do, like plates on the electrical outlets and things like that. So they had turned the power off to the property. So I think there was one bulb working down in the basement and a fan going, and that was about it. Everything else.
So they'd thrown all the breakers to make sure nobody touched anything they shouldn't and hurt themselves. But maybe it wasn't quite ready to be held open for an open house.
Yeah, I think that may be the case. Maybe next week would have been a better option. But yeah, it's nice property. That one was a 3-bedroom.
Trying to remember how many bathrooms?
3-bedroom, 1 bath.
Okay.
And
1.5 car garage.
Yeah. So it's a nice property. It comes with a home warranty as well, which is good.
How much is it? 130?
130.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Mine on Mars Avenue was 165,000, which is a good price.
Yeah.
And the one that you had on North Emmertsen, how much was
It
that?
was 215.
215. So
Yeah.
again, pretty decent prices on these houses.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next section, which is our tip of the week.
Tip of the week.
Tip of the week. So here's the only problem with tip of the week this week.
What? We don't have one.
I couldn't come up with one. I've been so busy. So here's something that we've done. We are actually going to be doing some major renovations in our house. Updating the electrical. We just finalized the paperwork for some of that on Friday. And we should be getting back some information and getting all that taken care of. That was a nice grimace for the camera.
Yeah, sorry about that. I do have a dodgy knee, and I was moving my leg, and it decided to click my knee joint.
It started to.
Yeah.
Okay, and I got Bobby underneath me who won't move. There we go. Now he moved. But the tip of the week, I think Russ had an idea because this morning, because one of the things that we are going to be doing in our house in the not so distant future is updating our plumbing and our electrical. And the main reason for that is because, well, our electrical in our house is still fuses. So we have taken out a home equity line to update from fuses to electrical.
And to breakers. Yeah.
Yep, to breakers rather, to update the electrical to breakers. And some of the other things we're going to be doing is updating our plumbing in our house because we have really old plumbing in our house that doesn't do so well. And so Russ said tip of the week should be...
Yeah, don't run water, don't flush the toilet when your wife's in the shower. Yeah, I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah.
I dropped the pressure.
At least I'm getting a public apology.
Yeah. I didn't realize she was in the shower, and
we have 2 bathrooms. I will say this is the difference: is that he was in the downstairs half bath, and I was in the upstairs full bathroom taking my shower this morning. When all of a sudden there was no water pressure, and all of a sudden the soap just sat there on my head, waiting patiently. I was not so patient. So Russ's tip of the week: don't flush the toilet when your wife is in the shower.
Yeah.
That's a good tip. But just to let people know, we will be updating you. We will be doing a lot of video on this. We will probably not be putting up as soon as we do stuff, so we'll probably wait and put up a whole bunch at a time.
I think there'll be a lot of editing going on because
there's going to have to be
cussing.
There may be some words that would not be appropriate for live or YouTube in general. Probably not, actually, but there's just a lot of work. We're going to be doing a lot of it ourselves, though, and hiring other people to do things to help us. Both of us can actually do quite a bit in plumbing, which is great, and we will be hiring an electrician to do the upgrade, though. I'll give a plug for Don's Electric. We love Don's Electric. They're going to be doing our upgrade. We don't have a quote from them yet, but we know it's going to be them because we know that they will do the best job possible.
We use them for our real estate, for our clients, and we've used them on multiple
so many of our
occasions.
clients have been helped by them. It's just, they do such a good job. They do an amazing job. They do it right, but they don't overcharge for it. Yeah. And that's the main reason that we said that's the only person we would ever recommend. It's the only person we'll have in our house. So Don's Electric will be doing our electrical upgrade. And then depending on how much, money we have left over, we may be doing a full kitchen renovation. It's just going to depend on how big of a kitchen renovation it is. Is it going to be a, let's take things down and put them back up? or are we going to take things down and put other things up? That's what it's going to come down to. But we're definitely going to get some of the plumbing fixed because that's a very big necessity, and we're definitely going to get the electrical done, which is going to be a really big fix. That's actually probably going to come close to 10 grand all on its own just from that. And then we've got some minor things to do around the house too. We've got some gutters that need to be a little bit longer than they are because they're not quite siphoning the water away from the house. And I want a gutter across our garage because every time you walk in our garage, it's like walking through a sheet of rain if there's rain coming down. But it'll be really easy to stick a gutter on there. We just haven't gotten around to it before. So we'll see. We'll keep you guys updated on everything that goes on with that. So our tip of the week is not much of a tip of the week, but maybe the tip of the week for if you're in the Racine area is stay dry. So any questions? We're going to check out the chat, see if anybody has any questions. I don't see any questions there. And hopefully we will just be able to answer them later. I don't see any questions today.
No.
So we're just going to kind of keep going. So thanks so much for joining in, folks. Hopefully this is working right. It tells us our stream is right, but our actual, what we're looking at here that's live doesn't look right to us. So we're going to have to go back and look at that. We did record this, or it's supposed to be recording through our system. So if it is and it didn't record on YouTube, we will upload this back up again. Let's hope it recorded.
Yeah, that's
hope it recorded and hope it did, the live stream worked well. But thanks so much for joining us, guys. We'll have 2 more videos up this week. We'll have Tuesday tour come up on late on Tuesday, and then on Friday I've already got one in the can, almost ready to go to upload for Friday. And that is going to be about how to pick the best real estate company. So you can check that out on Friday. So thanks so much for joining us, folks. If you do like what we have here, do us a favor, click like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so that you can hear. What, you couldn't wait a couple of seconds to take that drink? Couldn't wait till I finalized.
Sorry, I didn't think we was on screen because I can just see
because you can't see it. That's all it is. That's all it is Russ doesn't think he's on screen if he can't see himself.
If I can't see myself, I'm not. It's not.
It doesn't exist. But if you do like what we have to offer here, folks, do us a favor. Click like, click subscribe, join our Real Estate for Real People family, and turn on that notification bell so that you get notified when something new hits our page. Thanks again for joining us. Bye.
Bye.